Stop texting her like she's one of your boys. You know how you text your buddies. Using shorthand, zero courtesy, offensive humor from time to time. Stop it, guys. Just stop it. Instead, do this. Welcome back, Jessica OS here. If you're new here, well, one big family with one matriarch. Feel free to go through my catalog of videos that have helped many men all over the world. Look around, this just might be your new home. Just hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video when I post. So guys, this is how women want you to text them. Number one, use proper grammar and spelling. Now, the world today where texting seems to be the preferred medium, texting her while sounding like you're texting one of your boys is a huge, huge turnoff for several reasons. The obvious one being, she's not your boy. Plus, you don't want to act familiar too quickly. Using proper grammar and spelling reflects on you. It shows that you care about how you present yourself and that you respect the person that you're communicating with. Correct grammar and spelling make your messages easier to read and understand. Miscommunication, on the other hand, due to typos, grammatical errors, or shorthand, can lead to confusion or misinterpretation. Proper grammar helps convey the right tone and intent. Misplaced pronunciation or incorrect word usage will change the meaning of the message very often. For example, let's eat, grandma, versus let's eat, grandma, illustrates how punctuation can dramatically alter the meaning of something, right? This is not an English class, but hear me out. Consistently using correct grammar and spelling helps establish your credibility. People are more likely to take your messages seriously and trust the information that you're providing as well. I think my point is clear. So I'll suggest you generally maybe proofread your messages, and it happens to the best of us, typos, right? Luckily, some of these messaging apps allow you to edit the messages before you send them, right? And most of these smartphones have built-in spell check features, so use them. Enable those features to catch common spelling mistakes. And keep it simple too. Don't use words that will require her to pick up a dictionary to understand you. Number two, respond promptly. Responding on time shows that you respect her time. You value her message, okay? Quick responses help make the conversation flow really, really smoothly. Delays, on the other hand, as you know, will disrupt the natural back and forth of the conversation, potentially leading to misunderstandings or a loss of interest. Consistently responding in a timely manner will help you build trust and reliability. People are more likely to depend on you and feel confident in that communication, in your communication. And really, if it's not a good time for a chat, just be honest about your availability. If you're busy, let her know that you'll get back to her as soon as possible. For example, you could say, I'm in a meeting right now, but I'll respond to you as soon as I'm free. If you can't provide a full response immediately, maybe you could just acknowledge that you've received the message. A simple, got your message, I'll reply shortly, will work. It will reassure her that you've seen her message and will respond when you can. Many messaging apps also offer quick reply options or templates for common responses, so you can use these to send brief acknowledgement or status updates when you're pressed for time. So let's say she sends you a message and says, do you want to grab dinner tonight? You can respond by saying, hey, sounds great. I'm finishing up some work now. I'll be free after 6, so let's meet around 7. That's pretty simple, isn't it? The third thing you want to do is to be respectful of her privacy. Guys, and we really need to have this chat because some of you just don't know when to stop. Now, when a woman shares information with you, they trust you to handle it discreetly and responsibly. And I get it. Sometimes you may be too excited that you're finally getting the attention from her, so you end up saying and revealing too much too soon to your friends and basically anyone who will listen. Listen, I've seen this happen so many times. Word gets back to her, and then she becomes so disappointed in you that she just dumps you like that. Stop taking sneaky screenshots of her on a video call, and I know you do that. If you want her picture, ask for it. Everyone has different comfort levels when it comes to sharing personal information, so you want to respect her privacy. It means acknowledging and honoring these boundaries that she has. Remember to always ask for permission before sharing her messages or photos, information with others. For example, say, hey, is it okay if I share a message or photo with XYZ, right? If you receive sensitive information, consider deleting it after it's served its purpose. This reduces the risk, obviously, of the information being accessed by other people. You know the internet is wild these days. If she requests that you keep certain information confidential, you need to respect her wishes and do exactly that, okay? Fourth thing you want to do is respect her time. Respecting someone's time when texting is essential, guys. Be mindful of her daily routine and schedules. If you're not sure what her schedules are like, just ask. Avoid sending messages very late at night or very early in the morning unless it's absolutely necessary or urgent. Example, if you know the person usually wakes up around 7, try not to text them before then, unless it's an emergency. This shows that you value their downtime and privacy. Consider the urgency of your message before you send it. If it's something that can wait, it's better that you send it during regular hours. For urgent matters, clearly state the urgency in your message. Example, you can say, hey, sorry to text you so late, but I need your input on this issue before tomorrow morning. Can you have a look at it? Look, I've had a guy that I was getting to know text me at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. His excuse was he knows media personalities wake up early. Oh my God. Like, seriously? I was gobsmacked, to say the least. And I didn't take him seriously after that. Don't be that guy. Be aware of cultural differences, time zones if you're texting someone in a different region. What might be an appropriate time for you could be inconvenient for them. So for example, let's say you live in New York and your friend lives in London. Remember, it's a 4 to 5 hour difference depending on the time of year. So you want to take note of that and text accordingly. Now, the 5th tip is to be mindful of your tone. Now, texting is tricky. Without the nuances of spoken language, the intent behind your words can be easily misinterpreted, right? A wrong tone can unintentionally offend or upset her. So what you want to do is use straightforward language to convey a message. So for example, say, instead of, we need to talk, for instance, you can say, can we discuss the incident that happened last week? I have a few suggestions, right? Emojis can help. They can help convey your emotions and add a little friendly tone to your messages as well. But you want to use them sparingly and appropriately based on the context. So think about how she might interpret your message. Adjust your wording and ensure it comes across as intended. For example, instead of, why didn't you respond to me last night? You could say, hey, I noticed you didn't respond to my message last night. Is everything okay? Also, just in case you didn't know this, typing in all capitals can be interpreted as shouting or being aggressive. So use regular case to maintain a neutral or friendly tone. Example, please respond ASAP can come across as demanding, while please respond as soon as possible is more polite. All right, guys, we're almost at the end of the video. Last tip I have for you is to be patient, okay? Patience, they say, moves mountains. People have varying schedules and commitments, granted. Being patient shows that you respect her. You understand that she might not be readily available. When you're impatient, you'll be tempted to double text, which can quickly become overwhelming. Patience demonstrates consideration and respect for her, which helps maintain that positive, healthy relationship. If you need to follow up, do so politely and considerably. A gentle reminder can be effective without being pushy. For example, you can say, hey, just checking on my previous message. When you have a moment, can you let me know your thoughts on it? Now, if the matter is urgent, consider if a phone call might be more appropriate than waiting for a text response. So example, if you need like an immediate answer for a time-sensitive question, you can go like, hey, I need a quick answer on this. Can I call? If you expect a quick response, communicate this clearly and politely. This sets clear expectations without coming across as demanding. Example, could you please get back to me by the end of the day? It's important for tomorrow's meeting. All right, so these are a couple of texting rules that you need to keep in mind whenever you text women. If you want to be good at this woman game, then you got to do it right. And yes, you're welcome. I'll be more than happy to share more information with you on the channel. In actual fact, take a look at my big catalog of videos and see what suits you, watch it, and it will change your life. My name is Jessica OS. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.